Right after I stopped the evil eye from hurling his nasty, swirling grudge ball straight at Momo, my legs just moved on their own. I grabbed her and we ran, bolted up the stairs, through the corridor of doom, straight to the top of this cursed lair. Wait, I said, I think Tsukinoko is going to flood this place with venom. It's hiding underground, and we don't have time. Momo looked at me as if she understood what I was implying. I urged her to escape. I'll handle Gigi. She didn't move at first. Her big eyes were wide, her lips trembling, fingers clinging to mine. You trust me, right? I asked. So go. I'll catch up. She nodded just barely, and I transformed into Turbo Granny form. I grabbed her, made her sit down in the nearest chair, and launched her, full leg cannon style, straight up to the ceiling. I prayed like a man possessed as I watched her fly. For a second, it looked like she'd miss, but then, bam, she used her powers, grabbed hold, and pulled herself up. She made it. I was still catching my breath when Evil Eye showed up, his face like he'd just crawled out of a cursed hole. I'll kill you, he sneered. My blood boiled. You hurt Momo. You're not getting away with that. Meanwhile, Momo did her best to get us out. She fashioned a makeshift rope from curtains in the living room, but it wasn't long enough. She seemed on the verge of losing it when suddenly, something clicked in her mind. She recalled some old memories with Gigi, likely him being his usual quirky and intelligent self. In a bold move, she intentionally set the house on fire and called the fire department. While I was getting my butt kicked by Evil Eye, every punch, every curse-infused slam felt like getting run over by a hatred-powered dump truck. The Tsukinoko's poison was tearing through Gigi's body too, and I knew I had to end this. But before I could even breathe, Evil Eye pulled me into his cursed grudge house. Yeah, a literal house of trauma, and started smashing me like a kid with a stressful toy. Then he started talking about Momo, about what he'd do to her after I was gone. That's when something snapped in me. I grabbed his face, tight. Shut the hell up. First, you hurt Momo. Second, you used my friend. And now, I started punching, squat punches, and I didn't stop until the walls of that disgusting house cracked and the Evil Eye dropped like a sack of rotten curses. And your third crime, I huffed, was pissing me off. Then I just collapsed. I was dead tired, but no way was I done yet. I stumbled down through the lair. Turbo Granny was yelling from below, trapped in Tsukinoko's gross mucus. I tried to help, but guess what? Boom, I got slimmed too. Now we were both stuck, screaming for Momo like a couple of haunted hairballs. Above ground, Momo was dealing with her own nightmare. The firefighters didn't want to hose the ground like she asked, and the cops were already trying to drag her away. But then the earth trembled, the Tsukinoko started rising, just like she predicted. Gigi once told her worms can't stay underground when it's flooded, they dry out in the sunlight. And guess what? That ugly snake freak started panicking, and the second light hit its slimy skin. It tried hiding behind the house. Bad move. Momo wrecked it. She straight up hurled a fire truck at it. The house is destroyed. Monster is fully exposed. The sunlight did the rest. That thing started shriveling like a cursed raisin, until it finally dropped, dried and lifeless. Momo crept up, carefully checking if it was dead, and then it twitched. She nearly jumped out of her skin before it barked up the entire Keto family. Yes, they are alive but covered in stomach acid, and the first thing the matriarch did, she yelled at Momo for killing the Tsukinoko. Seriously, Momo didn't have time for that nonsense. I'll deal with you later, she said as she charged off. I need to save Okarun and Gigi. Just then, the volcano nearby erupted. And that's the end of this episode. If you liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe.